Hey, today we're going to talk about shared memory. I've done 2 videos on mmap. One of them showed you how to request memory from the kernel, or how malloc typically requests memory from the kernel, and one that shows you how to efficiently read and write files using mmap by basically mapping files into memory. And if you haven't seen those videos, you may want to watch them. It'll make today's video make a little more sense. But I've neglected shared memory because that's something that mmap does for us that's really handy. And I don't have a lot of time today, so let's jump into some code. Let's say we have a simple program that calls fork. I've made videos about fork and you can check them out for more details, but for today's purposes, fork is how a Unix, Linux, or Mac OS process creates another process. It effectively causes a process to clone itself. Now normally when you clone a process, the parent process and the child process do not share memory. The memory is copied and all changes to that memory are only seen by the process that made the change. So the child makes some changes to memory, the child only sees those changes. The parent makes some changes, the parent sees the parent's changes, but they don't see each other's changes. So let's say I have a variable in my program. When I call fork, that variable's copied to the child process, and if one process changes its value, that change is not reflected in the other process. And you can see that here. I've added a wait, so the parent process will wait for the child to complete before printing out the value of the variable. The child modifies the variable, and you'll notice that the parent doesn't see the change. The child does, but the parent doesn't. But what if I wanted the memory to be shared? Maybe I actually want the parent and child processes to communicate with each other, and maybe for some reason I don't want to use signals or pipes or files to do that communication. Well, then I can do it with mmap. And I just map a block just like I did in my other videos, but this time I set the shared flag. And what this map shared flag means is that whenever the processes fork, this block of memory will be shared between the parent and the child. So let's try it out. We can set the first byte of this block of shared memory to a new value in the child, and you'll notice that the parent now sees the change. And of course it works for you both ways. This memory is now shared, you now have shared memory, and that's really all I have for you today. It's just a little trick I wanted to show you, might be helpful in your next project. So happy coding and I'll see you later.